We're back from the Netherlands once again. Ooh, almost 100K, eh? It's coming. One day, 1 minute. What's up, everyone? Ooh, yeah, I don't have the lighting for this. Yo, what's up? So for the ones that do not know me, I usually have a very great, like, nice looking setup, but I'm not at home. So I'm trying to balance my phone light instead of my usual lighting. I'm basically blinding myself. But yo, what's up, everyone? How are you doing? It is great to have you here. Let me cut the music. And I think now the lighting it's a bit better. It's a bit better. So yeah, good to have you here, everyone. I'm actually going to put on my headphones as well for focus, so that I have noise canceling of whatever is happening in this house. Okay, yeah, there we go. Ah, nice. Okay. What's up, everyone? So yeah, I am in the Netherlands. Of course, I've been here for the weeks. People that have been in the live stream in the past, well, not yesterday. I wasn't live yesterday, but previous days, you will know that I am not at home in France. I am in the Netherlands, and when I'm in the Netherlands, I like to be with family and also with friends. So generally, I like to stay with family. And yeah, I'm with my parents, basically. So it's nice to see them for a couple of days while I'm here. And I'm basically in the top floor. Got a nice little background, the duvet there drying. I think it's actually dry. I don't know. You know, my mom does her thing. So, but yeah, I'm in the Netherlands because of speaking gigs. I only have one screen, so what I see is what you see. That's how we roll at the moment. This is Streamlabs, what I use. And yeah, I'm in the Netherlands because of speaking gigs. So, and of course, visiting family, friends. But I had a speaking gig on Monday. I had one on Wednesday. I had an event on Thursday. And on Monday, I have 4 speaking opportunities in one day at one school. So it's multiple classes, basically. So it is a busy week, which is the reason why, of course, the content schedule is adjusted as written in the Koens content channel on Discord and also on YouTube over here, right? So we had Thursday, don't expect anything. Friday, here we go. Evening stream, as promised, of course. So we basically ticked off every day, and now it's Friday, and then the weekend's coming up, always random. And on Monday, yeah, I have to speak the whole day, and then, yeah, I'm going to fly back at night. And then on Tuesday, we go again. So, yeah, so that is why, of course, background, lighting, things are a little bit different than you may be used to, but hopefully you still very much enjoy being here. So, good moment to go live as well. Of course, as mentioned, yesterday I was gone the whole day. It was very difficult for me to do anything with the chart. Honestly, I didn't even open the chart once because I was at a gaming and esports conference, mainly esports conference in Breda for the whole day. It's nice to see people that I know from the industry, as I'm part of that industry for 18 years now. So holy moly. So yeah, it was like a little reunion almost. And very much enjoyed my time there, was home late. And then today I was gone the whole day again, came back, had dinner, shower, and here we are, we're live. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here, of course. Thanks guys for popping in here on the Friday. Maybe where you live it's already Saturday because of the time zone differences, but here Central European time in the Netherlands now it's 9 p.m. So what we're going to do in today's live stream, because I check out all your messages, thanks for the warm welcome. I really appreciate it. We in today's live stream will cover the Elliott wave scenarios and basically what can we expect if we hit 100k, right? I mean, we are very close to hitting it. We just missed out on touching it. So I was gone basically when price was at 94, right? I didn't interact with the chart at all. Yesterday, no content. Today, no content. And here we are at almost 100k. So yeah, it's nice to have a live stream at least before we hit 100. And yeah, who knows, maybe we'll hit it, maybe we don't. Don't really care because it's very likely, no? So, but in today's live stream, from an analysis point of view, we will cover the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, And we will have a look here at the 1 hour as well. Now, the weekend is coming up. Most commonly, again, the weekend is a ranging structure, not an impulsive structure, right? There are exceptions, of course, but here, this is your Sunday and your Saturday. Let's see. Yeah, this is where Saturday started, right? Previous week, 16th of November. And this is where Sunday ended. So you had a magnificent range between 91.8 and the lowest point was 88.8. Now, of course, that sounds big in dollar terms, I suppose, but this is still a very sideways, typical weekend type of range, you know. So, yeah, that is something that is most common in the weekend. So, yeah, let's see. Okay. Wow. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for popping in. So, Odin, what's up? First like. Thanks, man. From South Africa. Thunderin, good night. Welcome, Joof. Welcome for... been waiting for all day. Wood. Welcome, man. Thank you. Mohibfat, what's up? TP, how you doing, man? You can hold a smile for a long time. I know. I trained. I got my muscles trained. By the way, let's actually put 100K on the chart. No, I don't even have a horizontal line, so just so we can look at it, the whole live stream. And let's put a notification bell on it. Oops, as well. Let me just do this. Up, create. There we go. Nice little bell. Ooh, we got close. No cigar yet. So we will start on the higher time frame with the analysis. But when I say hi, let's stick around on the 15 here. AI Koons confirmed. Oh, yeah. Ashley Koert, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. Mark Seriga. Dale Dunbar, what's up? Wick to 103 and then we check back to 93, yes or no? First of all, 103 is of course a question mark. I do have resistance here, but of course we first have to wait what the reaction is. Especially now, like during a weekend, you do not expect the volatility of 103 and then end the weekend at 93, you know? So it's much more likely you're going to stick around in the range where you finish Friday. Central European time, that is. So 103, yeah, I have some resistance. Of course, this resistance is based on fibs in this case. These are fibs here, so we'll have to wait and see. The green boxes that I have on my chart tend to be a bit more significant, but we'll see. And yeah, we'll cover the analysis in a little bit. So is there a possibility if you look for another deeper 4 and 5, that yeah, 93 is a potential target if this is 4, 5, 4, or 5. But we're going to jump into the analysis soon, yeah. Cheese, how you doing? From the US, Maddie the Baddie. Liquidity transfer to altcoins, is it true? Generally, you first want Bitcoin to drop and create a range before the alts really start moving, right? Altcoin season. So the money flows out of Bitcoin into alts. So once Bitcoin starts to create a bigger range again, gets a bit of a bigger drop, people take profits, they move out of Bitcoin and they move it into the alts. So of course alts move as Bitcoin moves, right? They tend to move along, not every alt, right? But there is confluence. It's just that if you talk about more like an alt season type of thing, then yeah, you preferably wait for money to flow out of Bitcoin, no? Which at the moment, you know, you're just below 100K. I don't really think a lot of money at the moment is flowing out of Bitcoin. Maybe once you hit 100K with the profit taken. Sam Admin, what's up? Will be target for wave 3. 3.618 is always an interesting target. Boris, what's up? Pumping us to 100K. Maybe. Media Movil, what's up? The crypto hypnotic light. You feel tired. I'm not at all, actually. I'm not. It's been a busy week, but it's just the lightning and stuff. But the lightning now it's better because yeah, it's softer now. I put my phone a bit further away. I'm using my phone now, so I don't really have a light behind the screen or on top of my laptop monitor here. Melissa, welcome. Ice Cubes lady, how you doing? Welcome. Thanks for your comment recently as well. Shirley. It's been a while. Good to have you here. Hope your talks went great. Yes, they did. They went very, very well. On Monday, I had to speak for on Monday, I had to speak for 120 people in Breda at the university. Mix of parents, government officials, and people from their university. And that was about how to implement gaming in the city. And then on Wednesday, I had to speak for parents and gaming children, which is my niche expertise. So that's always fun. That was in Wezep in the Netherlands. Quite a drive from where I am. And I'm just going to drop everything in my analysis folder because I haven't been here, of course, for almost 2 days. I gotta see what I have here. I of course, I have my trading plan and my strat, and I just follow along. But it's more like a swingy status, so I don't mind being gone for 1.5 days. Not a lot changes, to be honest. But I will move all of this up, and we will have a look. And if it's not relevant, I remove it. And if it is, then great. So what's this, by the way? Oh, that's the KRZ. Okay, we don't need that stuff here. No, okay. There we go. What's this? Group 2. We can remove this. Okay, that's an old one. So we're going to move this in here as well. Oh, yeah. And then on Thursday, I had the event, Breda Esports Conference, which was great. I think we will have time to go through all of these, but no, we good. And then, now I'm here. What's up, by the way, Birabit? What's up? Obelix, alt stream soon. Planning to do that on, if I can, on Sunday. I have a birthday in the afternoon. The morning at the moment is still free, but I might meet with a friend who also has his birthday, but lives on the other side of the country. No 100K this year, next year. Maybe. Glory Kickboxing, they're live. Cheers, Ashley. You can go watch Glory. I'm not really a fighting sport fan, I suppose. I never really watch it. But doesn't mean others can't, of course. Some of the highlights are sometimes nice, though. But enjoy it, and always a pleasure. Shulahed, Mugandusi, what's up? Welcome. Alexander. 97K is a long liquidation level. Trade save. Andreas Ephraim Mihami, what's up, Madusanka, George, Eros Miller. Alts, yeah, we might cover some alts depending on what Bitcoin will do here. Formula 1, final question, and then we start the analysis. Leclerc, Norris, Verstappen question after. Okay, after. Okay. I have only watched the free practice, so yeah. Well, that's also the only information we have, of course. By the way, where is my... Oh, here. It's one too high. Weekly. Okay, let's get this started, shall we? So I got an alarm on 100K. We will be relatively quick. So, as always during the streams. But we will start zooming out. Now, also, of course, I haven't been here for 1.5 days. So some of the stuff I have on my chart, especially on the lower time frames, might not be precise, but then we will adjust it during the live stream. I didn't change anything on my chart before the live stream and now that we are live. So I just wanted to do it live if we have to change anything. So, okay, on the weekly time frame, conservative bullish scenario, primary till proven different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Common target for 581, 129K. Let me see the timer, by the way. What time are we living? 20. Perfect. So 5-wave structure. Target on the chart. Wave 5 has to be a 5-wave impulse structure, right? So we need 5 waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? If we look at the volume here, then what you can see is that last week's candle had the highest amount of volume, right? Volume increasing, price moving up. Most commonly, the highest amount of volume is in a wave 3. Therefore, the probabilities are highest, you are looking for a 4 and still a 5. And your 4 is preferably longer than your wave 2, right? Now, as you can see, we don't have a red candle yet. We don't have a range yet that took over a week in time. Now, so probability-wise, and that also translates, of course, into the daily time frame and 4-hour time frame, the probabilities from an Elliott wave point of view remain higher to still look for higher prices, because you still wait, you just wait, because knowing exactly how far wave 3 goes is always a little bit of a guess, right? It's difficult to be very precise with wave 3s as they can extend a lot, right? We will go to the lower time frame, but the probabilities are higher that we are looking for another 4 and at least another 5, right? And then we'll see what happens. No? Then we'll see what happens. In this scenario, you then end a weekly 5, and then you look for a bear market, right? And then you're finished and you look for a move towards the downside. Now, what you want to see, volume is a bit low, is exactly what we want to see. So we have our wave 3 here, and then we have our wave 5. We make a higher high, but for a wave 5, you like to see lower volume, right? So price moving up, but volume moving down. That is something that you like to see between a wave 3 and a wave of 5. And at the moment, that's what we got. Now, when do probabilities change to more bullish scenarios? And there's one more bullish scenario, which is a double 1-2, which is what you see here on my chart, right? So you have your 1-2, 1-2, very, very big wave 3. You're going to go up for a while, and then you get your big 4s and your 5s, right? And then you end the bull market, and then you fall again. The probabilities for this scenario increase for 2 reasons. 1, if price can continue moving up and volume moves above this peak. So you want volume to move up consistently, taking out this high. Right, that's what we like to see. Because as mentioned, it's the same principle. In an impulse, most commonly, most of the volume, by far most commonly, is in a wave 3. So the moment you continue up here, volume is increasing and you take out this high, well then naturally the probabilities increase for a double 1-2 as the highest volume on a weekly time frame then translates here, right? It's positioned in this move. So therefore you preferably count the previous ranges as wave 2s. But that's not the case because we did not yet peak with the volume. We didn't take the volume. Now, secondly, another reason to think about the potential of a double 1-2 is if price just keeps moving up and up and up without any range, without creating any bigger wave 4 that takes at least a week, 2 weeks. If you just keep going up and up and up and up, and eventually you're at 130K, you're going to be asking questions about this scenario, and the probabilities will slowly increase for the double 1-2. Well, but at the moment, this is the primary, this is the alternative. There is not yet any reason from a technical point of view, an Elliott wave point of view, because of course there's many technicals in the industry, but from an Elliott wave point of view, there's not yet any reason to think this move up is a double 1-2, right? Of course, you have people that dream about it, but we just take it as it comes, and at the moment, we just observe this move. Is it possible? Absolutely, right? Yes. At the moment, though, 5 has a higher probability than a double 1-2. If price here shows weakness, right, then we look for 5. If it shows strength in volume and continuation, well, we look for a double 1-2. In both cases, we are still looking for price to move to higher prices. So no problem. Okay, now every bullish scenario, or every time frame, I suppose, also needs a bearish one. This one is outdated. So let me actually put this off, removed, because now your bearish scenario here on the chart, which I have on a monthly chart, on another chart, there we go, is a expanding flat. So let me just put this on quick. I actually want to keep 100K on the chart, but 1 second here. So your bearish scenario, because you always need a bearish scenario, well, it's good to be aware, is a flat structure. I have it on another chart, on the index chart. I just don't have it in my folders here, but this is your bearish scenario, and we hit the minimum target. Most common target for a wave B is 130 or 1.38 to 1.236, 98 to 122K. Now your wave B, however, has to be a 3-wave structure. When we look at this move to the upside, then at the moment the probabilities are higher. It is a 5-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only way you can try to force a 3-waver in here would be to either look for this and then count this as a W. This little thing is your X, and then you have a wave Y, so a double zigzag. Now, 2 reasons why it doesn't really make sense. 1, this range is mega short for a wave X in time compared to your W and your Y. Second, the retracement of this range from a Fibonacci perspective, from the low of your first zigzag to the high here. I can even take the high, wherever your W ended, doesn't even matter. Because it just doesn't make sense. You did not even get close to the 382, which generally is a minimum retracement target. So there's 2 big reasons why that doesn't make a lot of sense. And then other than that, you could, I don't know, if people want to force W, X, and Y in here, then your wave Y is very, very long compared to your wave W. So also lower probability. So you get the point, right? Bullish scenarios have a higher probability than this bearish scenario, but at least we are aware of a bearish scenario. It's just that it doesn't have the highest probability. So there you go. And your C target would be below 15K, by the way. Small detail. So yeah, some people say a double 1-2. It's possible, but there is at the moment, from an Elliott wave point of view, no proof yet. You need to wait. It can transition into a double 1-2, but you don't yet have the information for a double 1-2. And I prefer being conservative over too bullish, because the same people, R.S. Miller, that everyone sees talking about double 1-2s and 500K and 1 million Bitcoin were exactly the same people that said 200K over here and 500K over here. Boom, 30. Boom, 15. The same people now, of course, again, because hopefully 3 times, the 3rd time they're right. Yeah? Hopefully they're right. But it's better to be conservative than overly bullish. So it doesn't make sense to yet think about 500K and stuff when you're only at 100K. We need more information. We need volume to pick up. That's a big one. And we need price to continue to extend to the top of a wave 5 target on the weekly, right? Without showing any bigger sideways ranges. And that is when we start to show interest in a double 1-2 as the probability switch. Now, in both of the cases, I'll repeat, in both of the cases, you look still for upside, right? On the weekly, if you look for 5, here you're still looking for 4-5, right? On the double 1-2, you look for continuation. In both cases, probability is higher to move up, but we need to wait for more information. A side note about, never mind, I don't go into lol. So, okay, on a daily time frame, we have the multi 1-2. I don't actually know when I put this blue one. Oh yeah, that was from a previous live stream when I explained something. But this is what I mostly keep an eye on. Reason is that removing one more 1-2 makes it a bit more conservative, and we just keep an eye on more local price action. right? Because in a double 1 2 1 2, you eventually look for 3 and then 4 5 4 5, finito, and down. Now, if you finish your yellow 5, we wait for a range to form. And this range will give us the information if we count another 1 2 here, or from the low, another 1 2 here. At the moment, not yet relevant. Right? So on the daily, 1 2 1 2, bullish bull market invalidation really is 66, but arguably you can just put it down here now. You don't really want price to move below 80k anymore, no? But price is moving to the upside, highest amount of volume so far in this move to the upside, as you can see. So, and also if you remember from the previous analysis, right, the probabilities were higher that we were looking for the green wave 4 here and the green 5, part of yellow 3. And then we still look for a sideways range in 4 and then a wave 5, right? So currently price is making a higher high on lower volume. That's also something you like to see between wave 3 and wave 5. So in other words, if we eventually finish our green wave 5, we take a fib from the low to wherever that high is going to be. That's the tricky part, because if you're in a wave 3, you just ride the wave, blah, 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 till eventually you get a bigger range in wave 4. And then you know that, okay, probabilities are higher to take that high one more time minimum, good for risk management, and then we'll take it from there again. But your common target for your wave 4 is between the 236 and the 0.5 on the chart, which is, by the way, to the current high, right? So from the low of your low of your yellow 2 to then the end of wherever your yellow 3 is going to end. And at the moment, that's an estimation, 90k to 80k is your target for your yellow 4, right? Now, it is important to know that a wave 4 of a higher degree, which is the yellow count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 4 of a higher degree likes to retrace to the price action of a wave 4 of a lower degree. It's not a rule, but it is a guideline in Elliott waves. Lower degree is your green count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a sub-degree of the yellow 3. So therefore, this range in 4 is very important as a target for your yellow 4. So the question earlier, can price go back? Oh, sorry, I touched the mic. Cheers, RS Miller. But can price move back to 93? Yes. Right? Of course, it can. It can. Depending on subwave structures inside 4, we'll get a better idea of how deep we go. No? But this is a very important target for a wave 4. Okay. Now, that is, of course, daily time frame. Can go to the 4 hour, not really anything changes. So at the moment, I just keep an eye on the double 1 2, just to repeat. We eventually look to finish 5, then start a bigger 4, then look for another move up in 5. Once this move is finished, there is the potential for a finished 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, right? And the move down, the next move down, if this is impulsive, we can expect a bigger move down. If this is corrective, we look for price to continue up. Of course, if you follow the channel, you'll know what corrective and impulsive is, 3 waves versus 5 waves, etc. We will be keeping an eye on the chart here, as we do pretty much every day. We'll analyze it, and we will know the probabilities to continue up or we fall down. If we continue up, we just add another 1 2, right? Better to be conservative than being way too overly bullish. And then if we, so we add another 1 2, and if we eventually, after a next leg up, we move up and we create another move corrective and up again, then we add another 1 2. But then you're out of options, because 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, that's pretty much the max you can have. So 4 1 2s followed by 4 4 5s, no? It's just Bogdan random The probabilities are higher. This one is finished due to the size of this 2 versus what happened here. This range is very big for your 2. So it's just something we keep in mind. We can play around with the numbers later, but at the moment I prefer labeling it like this. And in both cases, you still look for a 4 and a 5. Depending on the size of this range, I could label 3 up here, move 4 to the next range, right? Then this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you pull a channel, this is like analysis from last week. If you pull a channel here, a base channel from the low of 1, so this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Low of 1 to the low of 2 to the high of 1, then you can see that we had moved up out of the base channel, retest channel, moved up again, and then we hit the lower trend line of the base channel. Generally, in an impulse, not a rule but a guideline, you don't like to see the lower trend line of a channel hit in an impulse. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then as you can see, your 5 price action moves below the 1, 2 trend line. It's not generally too cool. So that is why for now I keep an eye on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is the opportunity, that is correct. It's something we will look for at a later stage. Where's my count? To potentially do this. But that's the thing. We are talking here about weeks of price action still. This is not going to be happening tomorrow. So you can still potentially look at this. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because the channel is a guideline, not a rule, right? And here you look for 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So 2 more pushes up. But we will know this happens when we're here. So in other words, we are looking for at least, and this is what's so important in Elliott waves, right? It's the confluence between the scenarios that's going to make you bucks, right? The probabilities are higher. You are looking for a 4 and at least 1 more 5. In other words, and that's the same on the weekly, you're still looking for higher prices. Even if you get a range, bigger range, doesn't really matter. You're still looking probability-wise, right, at the moment, for higher prices. And then as price moves up here in a 5 on this in this count, we will analyze the next retracement, right? It's not a necessary, like depends on your plan, but for me, not a selling 5 here, because I need to observe the correction after the potential 5. If this is impulsive, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bigger move down, corrective, then yeah, I might consider selling a part, no? If, however, this is going to be corrective and we go in some sideways, whatever, right, I'm just going to hold and I look for new opportunities to buy and just keep doing the same, and we go up. And that's when the subwaves might change. We're going to add 1, 2s or change to 4, 5s. So like Obelix says, you're looking for at least 1 more 4, 5, and that's the narrative, right? That's something that has the highest probabilities. Now let me quickly see, what's this? This is old stuff. We can remove that. This is the green count. This is a trend channel. So am I going to cover this? Yeah, so this is the count that Bogdan Random spoke about. I had this on my chart last week. Or pretty much like the beginning of this week, I suppose, last week as well. This is a trend channel that's tracking the green count. Now a trend channel should be adjusted by, I can talk about this. So it's taken from this one, currently to this high, to the low of 2, because there was the potential, of course, of, and still is, this being a green 3, green 4, green 5. Preferably in a wave 4, you do like to see the lower trend line broken of a trend channel. So this is interesting, because for a green wave 4, you did not hit the lower trend line, right? It impacts the probabilities a little bit negatively for a green 4, but for the blue count, if you pull a base channel, as I just explained, the base channel is broken, and we don't like that. So they basically, the sum of negative and negative is that's a bad, well, actually it's positive, of course, in bets, but that doesn't work here. So it's just, it counters one another, right? So the probabilities are basically zero. You're using a base channel versus the trend channel. So you just wait for the local price action. Oh, here is the channel, by the way. Anyway, you know the probabilities. Weekly remains bullish. We're still waiting for a 4 and a 5 minimum. Same on the 4-hour time frame. So whatever happens with touching 100K, and you know, like, yes, it's probably an emotional level for people, a TP level. We'll see what price action does when you actually touch it. Sometimes it's more hype than anything, right? 100K, oh, such a big number, it's gonna be crazy, and then like nothing happens. You know, also very much possible, but we just observe and take it step by step, right? Keep it real. Oh, this is interesting. We'll just keep it real. We wait for price to show it what it wants to do. We know the probabilities anyway. So on a weekly time frame, probabilities higher to still look for higher prices, and on the 4-hour, probabilities also higher to still look for higher prices. Just a side note, I want to give my honors to Stuba here for the most bearish count, which is a finished 5 waiver on the weekly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a finished 5. How can you finish wave 5 here? If you finish 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extended 5. That would, like, I swear, this would wreck most people by far. If this is the end of your 5, internally you then have, like, just put it, let me put it on the chart. So I saw this just before going live. I was just scrolling through Discord and I saw Stuba. I saw Stuba chatting in the group, and I saw this count coming by, and I was like, I like it. I think it's not the highest probability, but it's a great one nonetheless. This is an extended 5 impulse. It's low probabilities because the highest amount of volume, right, is in your 5th wave, and most commonly it's in your 3rd wave, not your 5th wave, right? But this would be by far your most bearish scenario. After a 5, you're going to be looking for a drop, and then end of the bull market. It's nice though. Yeah. I like it just for the sake of like being very unexpected, but it just doesn't have the highest probability. Can't give it the highest probability. Locally, this is where I have to update my chart because I haven't been around for a little bit. So let me quickly put in the numbers here. Let me have a look. 1, 2, 3. Might be an ending diagonal here in your 5. Sorry. Alternatively, you're going to be looking for a flat. Oh wait. We had our WXY. Remember, we had bullish CVDs here as well as price was moving up. That was very nice. Also bullish CVDs here that already played out. So price moving up, supported by CVD. That's what we like to see. Okay, so triangle 1, 2, 1, 2. Then the question here is if you want to count this as another 1, 2 for a triple 1, 2. In a double, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably. I'll just put there. Have a 4, 5. Check. Time. Okay. Low is made on the pretty much the 1-to-1 compared to 2. So your 4, you can have a finished 4 here. And then of course you look for a finished 5. No? Would be nice if you touch 100K, but yeah. Maybe the hype avoids you to actually touch it. at least for the short term. But 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Of course, this would then lead. Where is it? To this. And then you look for yellow 4 and yellow 5. Now at the moment, I mean, you can pretty much just see it when you look at the chart, and I do not even have any structure, right? What do we see? We see this, right? Then we see this, and we see this. This is your very, very, like, you know, it's quite a typical impulsive structure where you have your 1-2s, right? So you have a couple of like 1-2s, you get your 3, and then you get your 4-5s. Range, move, range. So you can see in like what kind of phase you are in an impulse, and here you just, you know, depends on the 4-5s. But from a 1 hour perspective, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. With your after 5, you then start a bigger corrective structure. Your more bullish alternative is adding another 1 2 here, and then 3 4 5 4 5 4 5. So you get one more high before you start a bigger yellow 4. So yeah, that's where you are in the impulse now. Now a zigzag family structure to the downside does open up the potential for an impulse, at least, or a flat. 1 2 3 4. I mean, 1 2 3 4 5. Can you have a diagonal here, or is this, what's this? Expanding diagonal, never mind. Expanding diagonal is very rare. 1 2 3 4 5. If you want to make this a diagonal, it's expanding, which is very rare, never preferred unless everything else fails. So in other words, if you do fall here, probabilities are higher that this structure is corrective, not impulsive. So you would label this B. And then you have A, B, C. Take out the low. Weekend range. Typical. And then you're going to be like A, B, C, ta, 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 ta. Take out the high, and that's your 5. What's CVD doing? Always want to look at CVD on the right side of the recent high. We first a little bullish CVD countered by bearish, 3 minutes. So did we touch the 886, by the way? No. Oh, we did here though. Yeah. Okay, I think we are pretty much through the analysis. I guess this was the previous bearish scenario, which had lower probabilities, which played out. So we can remove this. Okay, let's cover the probabilities, and then we're getting into chatting Q&A. So weekly time frame, highest probability scenario is the bullish scenarios, right? In your conservative bullish scenario, you still want to see a wave 4 and a wave 5, which means you're still looking for upside, right? It's just that you want to see a bit of a bigger sideways range here, and then take the high one more time. Right? That's what you're going to be looking for in your wave 5, as the highest probability is that inside 5, this move here, you're looking at a wave 3, right? Highest amount of volume is in this move up. And therefore, you preferably see a 4 and a 5. With your alternative being multi 1-2 and target is the moon basically. How probabilities change if volume moves up above this volume bar here. That's positive for a double 1-2. It didn't yet happen. So got to be patient. Bearish scenario being a flat move down below 15K. That's an alternative. Oh man, that would be a fire sale, no? 4-hour time frame, which is basically, oh, not this one. This one. On the 4-hour, at the moment, we keep an eye on a double 1-2 with the potential of a triple or even quadruple. Jeez. I'm drinking water, by the way, I swear. Double 1-2. But you have the potential to make it a triple or a quadruple. There we go. 1-2. But then again, we will observe the ranges that will follow, and that will give us all the information we need for continuation. But here you then, after a 3, you look for a range in 4, and then at least one more move up in 5. So it's the same as the weekly scenario. In other words, you're still looking for price to move towards the upside. And then on the 1-hour time frame, we had our correction here, WX triangle Y, multi 1-2, and then look for 4 5s now, right? Where we are looking for a 5 to finish, and then start a bit of a retracement. So Boris. So that's that. So yeah. What low time frame, we are looking for a weekend range. Probabilities, of course, you're at 100K. I mean, emotional level. Weekly bullish, 4-hour time frame daily bullish. You're looking for 4 5s, and on the 1-hour time frame, we are basically just waiting for an impulse to finish to start a bigger corrective structure. So, but yeah. A side note, let me just for, I guess, completion. I am not in any shorts. I am not interested to take any shorts. I don't short in potentially short wave 4s in a strong bull market. Not my style. If you have a good plan and strategy, feel free to do whatever you feel like you want to do, right, with the chart. But I am only in longs, and actually as an exception, because some people sometimes ask me like, "Yo, Koen, do you actually trade alts?" And generally I'm like, "Oh no, I just trade Bitcoin. It gives me enough." But I couldn't when when we were ranging in this range here. Of course, we had our altcoin stream as well, and I was like, "Damn, some alts actually look quite easy." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll just drop a few quid." In some of the alts. Happy I did, by the way. So yeah, I can't deny that I actually have alts open now. So okay, Boris, man, thanks for the 10 gifts. I love it. Thanks. I appreciate your support, man. As a member and as gifting people a bronze, but I'll bump it up to silver membership. So yeah, thanks, Boris. That's awesome, man. I appreciate your support, dude. Thanks for being here already for a long time as well, Mr. Boris. Cheers. And make sure to fill in the link. Thank you, Mark. I just wanted to check. Thanks, Mark, for giving the link. So for the people that were gifted, please fill in this link. If you do, then we can bump you up to the silver memberships, because bronze doesn't really give you anything. It's more like a supportive rank. But silver, you have like short-term updates and, like things in between content and outside of content when I have ideas or look for things or CVD or new levels on the chart or whatever, like support and resistance levels. Oh, I actually need to check that. I didn't check that for the past few days. But yeah, so Carl, Leondis, Alfonso, Sean Daly, Arthur, what's up? Reddit, Leo Anderson, GB28, Gunnam, Lotus, Nifty. Make sure, guys, to fill in this link here. Thanks, Mark. By the way, Mark, how you doing? I want to know what's up at your place, because I remember you were like building in the house and all this stuff. I bet that's finished already. But how you doing, man? Edgaras, thanks, man. Cheers, dude. Appreciate it. Leon B, you just got gifted. By the way, Leon, now that you are here, make sure to fill in this link here and then just write gifted sub and we'll get you sorted. By the way, we started the analysis at like 20 minutes. Now chatting and a Q&A. Just for people that just jump in, if you want to know the probabilities in a nutshell, then on the weekly, higher prices. On the daily and 4-hour, higher prices. We are looking for a bit of a way forward to come, right? Eventually a bigger retracement, but as long as you don't get any great signs of weakness and proof of a bigger retracement, just patient. On the 1-hour time frame, we're looking for price to just finish a bit of an impulse. So 100K would be nice to touch though. But or on the 1 hour, I guess I should say we're looking to end an impulse and then look for a bit of a bigger retracement again. But that retracement is still labeled as a corrective, and then you continue up after again. So just the trend, the trend is your friend till the end. The trend on the higher time frame remains very much up from an Elliott wave point of view. Maybe a band-aid from the US, guys. Chill. It's like, someone lights their firework and now everyone is lighting their firework. Maybe a band-aid. Cheers, man. Gifted Andres Felipe Restrepo Perez. Ooh, Perez. Let's see what he can do in Vegas this weekend, But cheers, maybe a band-aid, man. Thanks, man. Why are you using Blowfin? So I used to use, back in the day, when I started, like back in the day, my dog ate my hat. Okay, I'm going to send you a new one. Can you, maybe a band-aid, can you send me a message in Discord? I'm going to send you a new one. What the hell? When I come to the USA and I see your dog, keep the dog away from me. I'm gonna find that cap. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll Oh man. Thanks, guys. Obelix, by the way, you have a green badge now. That must have happened in the last week, right? It was gold. Oh, first of all, how to get the membership. There's a join button below the live stream with more information. And in the description, there's also a join button or like membership button, like a link. With more information. I am gonna update the memberships, by the way, for 2025, but I'm not sure if I actually can do it before New Year's Eve. It's a little bit of administrative work, but gonna change some stuff, move some stuff around. But Obelix, thanks. I will answer the question of Blowfin in a second. Wait, he removed his question. I'll answer it anyway. But psychedelic astronaut, French toaster, Divine Hood, Ackerman 6115, Ty Fox Gamermo, Trade Intuition, A Katarina Eddy. There you go. I'd like to see RC Cole back at it again. What's up, man? Luck is on your side. Marky, make sure you guys to fill in this link. Thanks, maybe a band-aid, man. And Obelix, I appreciate it, dude. I didn't realize. I just noticed. Your logo now is green. So for everyone. Hey, chill, guys. Relax. So why Blowfin was the question. So I used to trade back in the day when I started and I was not knowledgeable about the industry. The first platform I knew about actually was Binance because of their Binance Academy. So I wasn't even trading. Can I finish my story before you like gift again? I can't keep up. Like, are you trying to pay me a cap so I can send you a cap? Yes. You don't have to do that, you know, but I appreciate it. Now, what I do, I gotta say, what I do prefer about gifts is that gifts support the community. So if you feel like, if you appreciate the analysis, of course, just you don't need to do this stuff, right? You can sub to the channel or just watch the content. You know, if you don't feel like subbing, just enjoy the content. You know, that's all that's meaningful to me, right? But what's nice about a gift versus donation is a gift actually helps someone of the community, while a donation doesn't help anyone but me, which is nice. I thank you, of course, but it's nice to spread the love. Maybe a band-aid, man. What a guy. Maybe he says. There we go again. Adolol, Martijn, Phil, Glyph, Crash Course, Dagger, 1 Echo, not Eco, Hottentotten, there you go, Sidu P, and Kramo. Robert, Robert, I guess it's actually Dutch. Robert Demeter. Guys, I mean, I don't have to fill in the link. So there we go. So let me focus here, okay? Focus. I started on Binance back in the day. Look at the volume when you got close to 100K. So I started on Binance because of the Binance Academy. And after exploring the industry, learning a bit more, slowly getting into trading, I eventually moved to Bybit. And then I actually don't really know how long I was trading on Bybit for, but eventually they had a couple of issues at the end of 2021, start of 2022. The OGs will know. It was like orders and volume. Can't really recall too well, but that was for me a moment to look for other exchanges, and then I found BingX, where actually I was happy for a long time. But and of course Bybit also removed futures, but that only came later in the Netherlands as well. And then I traded on BingX, and I was happy there, great exchange. But then they also removed futures for the Netherlands. So that's an issue if you're living in the Netherlands. And while I was in 2023, moving into 2024, when I knew BingX was moving into KYC, because of course, we all knew it earlier because I tagged all of you, wrote a message about KYC, but we knew it was coming. I started to do some research again, and that's when I found Blowfin, and then I did more research, got in touch with the BD team and also some people higher up in the company because I had some questions. What I really like, so there's a few things I like. First of all, they're very open, very transparent. So Charles is in the group. He's called Junkie. If you have any question about anything on Blowfin, you can always send him a DM, ask him a question, and he will give you a full explanation. I can, at any time, get a meeting with the CEO of Blowfin, know the guy, can chat. It's short connect, and even not even just me, but in the community, right? Especially with regards to the bigger traders, right? If they have certain questions that have to move towards like higher levels, I can get a big trader in my community. I can get you a meeting with the CEO, and you can have a look, right? If you are nervous, or you're like, I don't really know it. I've been here for many years. I'm exploring other exchanges, and you don't know. I mean, you still don't have to register, but I can still get you a meeting. So I love the transparency. I love the openness. So that's number one. And of course, also with the head of BD that also does other stuff in the world. He lives in South Africa, by the way, Odin. I had a meeting with him in Cape Town. I saw him in Barcelona. Very easy to talk to. Number two is that the exchange, Blofin, since I've been exploring it, has been incredibly fast implementing updates and innovations. Which for me is very important. I want certain things that are on an exchange, and I want the exchange to listen. Obviously, as everyone likes, and it's not just because I'm a content creator. Because Izzy in the group also gave feedback. TP in the group also gave feedback, and other people give feedback, and they work on it. And sometimes it takes a few weeks. But it gets implemented. They listen. So Charles in Discord, right? Junkie. If you tag at Junkie or Blofin, his real name is Charles. I met him in Barcelona. Great guy, and he immediately communicates everything to the dev team. So there's no 500 links between. I just write a support ticket. You just write that guy directly. He sends it to the dev team. Dev team gets to work. So there's a lot of innovation, right? And there's a lot of updates, which I like. And then the third one is that the tag, and this is something you cannot see, right? But you'll be able to read about it. They use the same. So there's only 4 exchanges in the world that have certain systems running on chips, and it's the newest tech. Bybit, Binance. Was it OKX? Maybe someone can help me out. I don't know. And Blofin. So their tech is volume ready, right? It's there. It's the tech that runs the system, right? Is top of the industry, same as Bybit. The only reason they're not a tier 1 yet is because of the volume. They don't yet have. I think it goes in the billions. You need a certain amount of billions to move into tier 1 or move up the tiers. And they are not there yet. Their Bitcoin volume, which is my main asset, is very strong. Their altcoin volume is lower. Lower is still, probably for most of the people watching, you won't even notice anything, right, at all. If you're a very big trader, right, and you're moving big volume into alts, not Bitcoin, but in alts, you might see some of the slippage, but I don't really tend to trade alts on big volume. My big volume is in Bitcoin, and I never have problems, right? So that's their main asset at the moment, but they do have 600 alts now or something. Those are like, and I mean, if I have to add a fourth, their parties are fucking nice. So we're going to have some fun stuff with the community as well in the future for the community. Of course, we always have campaigns for the community, but it will be very nice to also look into tickets for events for you guys. If we are in a certain country and you live, like we were in Barcelona earlier this year, and if you live in Barcelona, that we can organize something for you guys as well. And, we can have like meetups and all that stuff. It's great fun. But yeah, it's the transparency of the business. It is the innovation speed mainly. And also, I got to say, like they listen, which I like. So it's the innovation. And third, it's the tech the system is running on. That's where that's why I trade there. That's also, by the way, why it's the only partner of the channel now. Because for the OGs here, you know that once upon a time last year, we started with 5 partners in summer 2023, because I wanted to give you an option of what exchange is your favorite. At that moment in time, I didn't yet know Blofin. It was we had Bybit, BingX, Femex, Mexi, and one more. Forgot the other one. And BingX was voted as the like most of the people registered and traded there. So people voted by just choosing which platform they traded on. And I was trading there myself, so maybe I had some influence, of course. But yeah, so we had BingX for a while, but yeah, now I trade Blowfin, so I removed the other partners and only go with Blowfin. I only want to really talk, or I guess show what I use. I don't really want to promote stuff that I don't use. And also less is more. Yeah. So I don't want to have 5 partners and all that stuff. Why did you change from Binance? Because Binance was always lagging when volatility was high, and it was fucking annoying. Oh man, I can't. I don't know what Binance does nowadays, but so when I got in the industry, we were in a bull market. I can't, man. I can't. It was horrible. Every time the volume was crazy, I couldn't do anything with my orders. It was stuck. Oh man, that was a frustrating experience with Binance. I quite quickly got out of there as quick as I could. Yeah. There's no chance for me to ever go back. It's so bad. And I don't know if they improved it. Maybe they have some new tech. So one of the things in the tech of Bybit, Blowfin, has to do with speed. So no lags, no all that rubbish. When price is volatile, it registers everything immediately. You can just press the button and it comes in, right? Or goes out. That's nice. So look, I used to be a professional gamer for 11 years. I want my systems to be absolutely lag free. If there's one thing I hate, it's lag. I guess many people, even if you haven't been a pro gamer or a gamer in general, you like your systems to run nicely, especially in trading when you put your money, your hard-earned bucks on the line. And oh man, when an exchange lags, if that happens, that's frustrating. Trackmania Hall of Fame. Yo, Skywalker. I mean, I think Skywalker, the only reason is because you've been here on the channel for a while already, no? So you heard my stories about where I come from. You racing the Le Mans Ultimate iRacing? Yo, that's nice. Luca, do you also play against Redline by any chance? Oops. The volume in Binance is higher in this move up. Yeah, but I don't look at Binance at all. It's not. I don't like. It's not something I find any interesting. For me, Coinbase in my history of charting, Coinbase is for me the best chart for 2 reasons. One is the volume. 2 is the wicks of the candles. Of course, sometimes you have a bit of a wiki. Doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you get a bit of a mini scam wick. But the chart is very stable. So I like that. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap here, but if you then go to a 15-minute, the gap is gone. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't yet really found any other chart that counts nice, I suppose. Too many. Yeah, I know Redline personally, actually, because of my experience in the industry and my network. But I was just curious because you play iRacing. So, by the way, quick, have a look here. What's been riding? I'll be down in a second, just seeing if there's anything that's very relevant that we missed here. If you asked a question earlier, which I completely missed, just write it again. This is gold, so I can check it in gold later. This is that a normal time frame for yellow 4 and 5 if we want to finish in March or April with the end of the cycle? From a time perspective, we are approaching December. Yeah, I mean, March would be better than April in that case. Depends on the 4/5s, right? Depends on the 4/5s. So if you get more 4/5s here, because if you just count a double 1-2, you get 2 4/5s. But if we can add a triple, you have another 4/5. So it extends time. So yes, yeah, March, April, yeah, absolutely. It's definitely an option. Oh, I'm clicking stuff. Oh, there we go. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. FIB targets of the fifth wave on the December 2018. Just you can make sure to check it. This is for education and speed purposes. If you're still here, ask again. But wave 5 targets is, okay. First of all, make sure to click on the link tree in the description. Go to educational content. No, go to Elliott Wave's Beginner's Guide. I was joking there. And check out the first video. And you will know the wave 5 targets. So it's the 1.236 to the 1.236 to the 1.618 Fibonacci, pulled from the end of 3 to the end of 4. It's the 1-to-1 taken from start of 1, end of 1, end of 3. It's the 0.618 pulled from the start of 1, end of 3, end of 4. And you can pull the channel, which is the end channel, from the end of 2, end of 4, end of 3. Yo, Florian, how you doing? Welcome. Check. Water. Up. Okay, and then pretty much this is where we were. Okay, I get. Oh, wait. CVD indicator primary line is based on so why do you use the Coinbase chart? No, it's so when I traded on Bybit, right? I just explained my story shortly. I got in touch with CVD for the first time when I was trading Bybit back in the day. And because every CVD line is different, and I got used to the Bybit line, I never changed it because every line is a little bit different and I don't want to change it to the BingX line or the Blofin line or the whatever line, Coinbase line, because I know what I look for. So, and also, like, of course, the difference on the CVD chart and Coinbase chart, they're not like usually you can't even see it. So it works perfectly fine. Yeah, I have no problems there. Yeah. Can be this only wave 5 of wave 3 and then have another drop at 60k for wave 4. 60. Oh wait, let me have a look at this. What do you mean? Can this be wave 5 of wave 3? Well, no, low probabilities, because in that case you would somehow need to count this as a 1-2-1-2, but this 2 is very, very big, right? For a second 1, and then you have a 1-2-1-2 start here, and then you have 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. That's what you're looking for, right? But if you go down this far, it's just not probabilities. Probabilities are high. You got a single impulse in here, not a double, especially due to the range after. Yeah. So primary is a single 1-2. You can only get that scenario by counting a double in here, a double 1-2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. It's just. And another reason why it's low probabilities is the size of this. But yeah, it's just not the primary. Yeah. Answered all of this here. Oh yeah, TP. Yeah, I can always send him a message about that. Bearish div still lagging. Oh, really? Binance is still lagging. Oh no. I hate lag, man. Freaking accurate when it comes to levels. Yes, and that's what I like. I like the accuracy as well. Correct. You know, sometimes you have like this, like I wonder what's gonna happen with 100k, but you tend to hit like 90k, and then it literally hits 90.000. You know, that's nice. Shorts getting impatient. Yeah, a bit of a move. Bearish CVD played out now. Whoop. You know, like what's going to be interesting is long liquidations, because everyone is leveraging so hard, or at least that's the average bull market, Andy, of course. Especially for the people moving in for the first time, they might be very emotional, right? Very greedy, moving up in their leverage, and not expecting price moving down 15, 20, 30, 35% in bull markets, which is absolutely normal. And that can have devastating effects to their portfolios. No? Let's have a look here. I mean, that's of course a biggie, but let's have a look here. This, like, that's an easy 20% here. Another 20. Quick, yeah, one day, 16, 30%. By the way, there's also candles here. On the daily, wait, I gotta go. There's a daily here that had a big wick as well. I mean, you can see all the this one here. Look at this daily candle. 17% on a daily. Here's another one, 15. Right, and then you move up. What's this? 25, 18. I mean, yeah, it happens a lot during a bull market that you get like bigger retracements. So one has to be aware of, look, if price is gonna dump on me 25%, am I safe or not? Just want to make sure. Of course, this range by itself, I mean, this was quite slow, but this first move down was also a 16% move, which totaled in 30%, right? The ETF was 15, 17, 20% move. So we had a couple of solid moves, of course, also here, but it will happen again. So you just got to be aware, and it can happen very quick. Make people scared, and then continue. Repost it. Oh wait, you repost it? Had a look at the wave 5 and post to gold. Okay, I'll have a look. From the wave 4 low, I think there has been two 1-2s. The first is the strange 3 wave looking thing. Then I know what you mean. The next 3 highs make up a diagonal. Yeah. That, and it will conclude to it's the same count, it's a different subwave structure. I know what you mean, yeah. CVD is just an insane tool. I can't agree more. Yeah, the amount of money that CVD made me is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I love it. By the way, this CVD is not interesting to me, as explained earlier, right? Only CVD is on the right side of the recent high, but I don't short. I don't care about the bearish CVDs here. What the fuck that? Bigger bullish CVD. No. Will you be able to say in February if the top will come more likely in March, April? Yes. Or more likely in September, October? Yes. I will. Still checking the video for the targets. That's good. That's why it's there. Christoph, what's up? Welcome. Don't you use RSI? No. Because the problem with RSI... so first of all, RSI is a great tool. So if you have a lot of experience using it, you know that with Elliott waves, it's the divergence between a wave 3 and 5 shows an RSI divergence, and it shows the trend is weakening, okay? At least that's the assumption. And if you track personal data, you'll probably figure out some more stuff. The problem I have with RSI is this. Let me, I must have it. No, where's my indicators? Is it here? Yeah. Oh, I don't even have it. Lol. I never use it. But let me show you. Okay. So just for, you can find many examples on the chart, but just for the sake of explanation, I suppose. So again, RSI is a great tool. You can use it in your plan, right? You need to find your favorite tools and find a way to combine them and use them efficiently. Now, for me, CVD strongly outperforms any RSI indicator out there. And that is because RSI is a momentum indicator. CVD is not. It shows what happens in the market right now. Absorption of market longs or market shorts, which is relevant, and especially combined with market structure, it's super effective. Also, when the trend turns, or if you look for continuation up, or, etc. Now with RSI, is it useful? Yes, but it becomes dangerous when you have multiple 1-2s. Because as explained, just a theory behind what I'm going to say now, if you have a triple 1-2, you move up in 3, you're going to have a triple 4-5. Your 5s can still be quite big, but your first RSI divergence is going to be there. And if you are not yet very good or don't use Elliott waves, it's going to trick you. So here, great example, we move up on a high amount of volume and we make a higher high, RSI, lower high, RSI divergence, a bearish RSI divergence. The first bearish divergence was visible at 34K. We have not made any lower low since then. We move up, another bearish RSI. We move up, another bearish RSI. We move up, another bearish RSI. And then eventually you get a little bit of a retracement. You never get down there. And then, okay, we are quite low, and then price moves again. But if you would exit because of an RSI divergence, you never got the opportunity to buy back again in the whole trend. That's what the problem is if you're in a trending industry. In a range, I actually think probably RSI works better in a range than it actually works in a trend. But then you move up again, right? And then you end up, oh wait, I wanna, can I remove my line here? Right? So you just missed out, by the way, from 34K, you missed out to 49. You never were able to buy back at 34 because we never got back to 34. And then we moved up to 70. It's just an example. So the problem with RSI for me is, actually it's the fact it's just a momentum indicator. And the divergence it shows is you're always going to be thinking, is this the first? Is price going to turn around at the first divergence, at the second, at the third, at the fifth? Oh wait, we never actually go down. We continue up, and RSI resets and up again. I think it can be useful in a way that if you combine it with another set of tools, right, and you develop a clear plan, that if you use RSI and maybe swings or DCA, that you can take some small profits out, right? Maybe if there's a bearish CVD, but do not be surprised if you never come back to your TP level with a retracement, because price just continues. And that's the weakness of RSI. And that's where CVD just outperforms RSI any day. I don't use RSI myself. It's for me, it's a very weak tool, but that's also the way in Elliott waves, you use it for 3-5. It's just not very very efficient, I suppose. I think it probably works better in ranges than it does with bigger trends. Yeah. And then again, you can use any tool in trading. You just got to use the one that you like. And RSI, right, can be an awesome tool. If it works for you in your strategy, you've done your research, you know exactly what to look for in combination with your other tools, then it's good, right? But for me, it doesn't work. It just doesn't outperform CVD, so I prefer using CVD. Yeah. Shula, missing out. Brain Feeder, what's up? Fredondo, how you doing? The long corrective will be wave 2 rather than a multi 1-2s. If we are looking for a longer correction, then it would be a wave 4 at the moment. Of course, depending on the corrective structure, if you look for a wave 2, you would, first of all, be looking for, if you want another wave 2, right? In that case, you're looking for your 1-2s, your 3, your 4-5s, right? Maybe another one, and then a bigger retracement, deep, and then continue. This is then your third 1-2. But that's, first of all, that would be insanely bullish. Second, we don't yet have the info. It's not yet a count that we can really put on the chart yet. So I answered this one. Formula One. Oh yeah, the Formula One question. This weekend, press 1 if you're gonna watch Formula One this weekend, and give me your top 3. Give me your top 3. What's your expectation? What's your expectation? Okay, Boris, Mano, 2 people watching, Sam watching as well. I mean, well, maybe one. We should do like Formula One watch parties next season. It should be fun. Leclerc. I gotta say, Mercedes looked pretty good in the first 2 trainings. So I can press 1. I'll be watching Formula One for sure. Mark. Mark has his cheese glasses on. Colapinto. Yeah. Argentina, man. I like the guy. He did well. Yeah. I already forgot who that dude was that got switched mid-season on the Williams seat. So Albon, and who was the guy after Zandvoort? He got switched. I always remember Latifi because he's the GOAT. But all the others, they always come and go. Logan Sargent, thank you. Yeah, what a guy was that? Like, wow, he got so much time to do something with that car. Look, I'm not a Formula One driver, so if you put me in the car, I'll probably wreck it. But if you are at that level, you do expect something. And then Colapinto comes in, and he's like, boom, points. Prutser was it. Ja, De Vries deed het ook niet heel veel beter. Oh man. But this weekend, we only had 2 free practice trainings, right? Hours. Mercedes looks good, but they have done more often this season, and then once quali comes in the race, they kind of like fall back. I gotta say, Red Bull does look a little bit weak. Ferrari might struggle a bit with warming their tires, which was a strength last year, but they look decent. I have a feeling where and of course we have McLaren, so I have to have a pick based on only 2 free practice. I mean, so Norris has to finish in front of Verstappen to not make Verstappen world champion, right? That was like the thing, no? Because Red Bull doesn't really look great. So if I had to pick a top 3, which is literally not a vingerwerk, which is in other words, it's a guess. That's like Dutch for like a guess, I suppose. Then 1. One is It's actually, wow, it's crazy that I'm thinking about 3 names this season. Last year it was just, yeah, Max is gonna win, done, next race. I would love to see Hamilton win Vegas. I mean, look, that would be that would be so fun for Mercedes, for Hamilton. His last race was absolute rubbish, but then winning in Vegas would be awesome. But Leclerc and Norris, yeah, probability-wise, I would guess they have an edge during the race, where Mercedes is just free practice Andes. They're good now though. I would love Hamilton to win, just for him and the crew. His last season, Vegas, it's Vegas, so it would be cool. But yeah, I would probably look for Leclerc, Norris, and then Hamilton-ish. That would be nice. I mean, 3 different teams, 3 different drivers in the top 3 would be pretty cool. I don't really have I mean, Perez is just going to finish 15th again, and then we have Max. That I think Max is going to finish behind Norris. So, I mean, yeah, if Norris this time doesn't like fly off the track a couple of times. Hi, miss your updates these days, but I could serve you with the community contributions. That's nice to hear. Thanks to the community. Yeah, I mean, it's very active, man. Very active. Like I mean, look at this, man. I'm gone for a few days and gotta up my reading game. But yeah, the Elliott Wave only, awesome. Of course, beer a bit. Fuck, man, I need to give you your own channel still. Elliott Wave section in gold is gold. Like, it's so good. I always enjoy it. And then we are always like, there's always chatting going on. But yeah, from an Elliott Wave point of view, the 2 main Elliott Waves is, of course, gold, because Elliott Waves membership, and then Bitcoin Elliott Wave only. Yeah. Yes, you can check it for momentum. Exactly. It's difficult to trade RSI. Yeah. But it can give you clues, at least. That didn't hit $1 by 1 cent. Wait, what's happening? Well, whatever. I just ran the chart. Getting there. Yeah, I mean, everything according to plan. No. What's the next resistance here? 14. 114, 118. Like 120. Next big area of resistance. I would definitely expect some sideways shenanigans here. Bit of a retracement. Maybe another opportunity. At least volume is peaking, but in comparison, it's still a bit meh. But we'll see. MACD is the best. Yeah, MACD is also, of course, momentum. Yeah, you can definitely both use them very, very efficiently. Can you watch the 15 if we dump fast on an 97k? It's not really too, like, for me, it's the 15 at the moment is not too relevant, because every time you make a new high, and weekend is coming up, so you're looking for a range, the probabilities are higher. You're gonna hit 100k like sooner or later. It's just pretty much a matter of time. On the 1 hour, we're looking to finish a 5 with the potential of another 4 or 5 that can be weekend price action, and then look for a bit of a retracement. So this wave 4 can finish here. If you do get a flat, which probabilities looks a bit long in time, but you're still looking for 100. So it's always questions of will this or that hit first. It's more you're like Elliott waves is best used as a directional bias, and that directional bias, like yes, we are looking for still on the high time frames also a bigger 4 and a 5, right? On the more lower time frames, we're looking to finish 5s and then start a bit of a retracement, but you're still after that look for price to continue up from a probabilities perspective. Testing your strategy, yes, as ever. No. So have I tested my strategy on Tradingview? Yes, but I did it manual. I don't have I never use strategy testers. I just used my Excel sheet. Because it also depends, like, are all your tools on Tradingview, yes or no, right? Or do you use ATAS or ExoCharts or Trading Light or CVD on AGGR? Then it becomes a bit of an issue. But it can help you maybe, like, and also, like, if you use fibs, does the strategy tester draw the fibs correctly? And yeah, it would be interesting to check, but I've never used it. At race bay, they wear out the tires quickly. Yeah, I mean, Ferrari improved with that, though. Schumacher was the best. Disgrace that he lost it all by skiing. Yeah, that's a sad story. Yeah? It was strangely satisfying seeing you plot your waves on a chart and seeing them match exactly to mine. You were doubting the wave 4 location like me. Yeah, TP, I mean, you're improving, man. You're improving. Like, you've been doing great. You've been here on the channel for a long time. So you've been seeing my counting, of course. You just see me do it in videos. And now that you're in, of course, gold for a short while, or diamond, but also gold, where, of course, a lot of chatting happens about Elliott waves, progress can go very quick. I was gone the whole day, but I shortly before the stream checked Discord, and I saw you posted a chart with a channel. I don't know. I think the talk was about diagonals, but I didn't read it in detail. I was skimming. I was just quickly looking, like, what are the pictures, what are the screenshots. 100% of the 100% safety car. I mean, it's nice if a safety car happens mid-race when the pack is, a bit more spread. People have pitted. Some people may not have pitted, and then you get jumps. That would be nice. I only talk about the first 1-2s. The longest 2 may count as the main wave 2 rather than 1-2s. First 1-2s. The longest 2 may count as the main wave 2. Oh, so your second 2 is longer than the first? I mean, and then generally you would expect your first 4 to be short and your second to be long, like alternation. But yeah, no problem, man. I mean, look, I'm here for educational, like, purposes, of course. I mean, as any creator in the financial space should be. But I like to answer questions, help, draw stuff on the chart. Like, when I started the channel, one of the very important things for me was education, helping people to understand and use Elliott waves. This one is not interesting. Not interesting. Unless you change market structure to bullish, higher highs, higher lows, continuous bullish CVD, then it's interesting. This one, not interesting. But yeah. And next year I'm actually looking to do a bit more on the educational front. Yeah. Help more people out. I also have I have a great vision for the channel. Yeah. I look forward chatting to Sam next week. But that's actually only like the channel. Like, I've so many plans, so many ideas. it's difficult to really, work on everything. I probably have algorithms somewhere, but yeah, I mean, look, currently you're moving up on volume, no? So without knowing or without analyzing anything here, you're pumping, and you move up on volume, so you need to wait for new ranges to form. These ranges provide entries because you're going to be looking for corrective structures inside the range. No? And here, this is a great example. Down, up, down. Three-wave structure, right? You come back, touch the 886 here. Anything after is like entry potential. This one is a bit more tricky. Maybe there's the potential of a diagonal here, which would be bearish. But then after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is a long, because you're always after this 5. If you're looking for a diagonal, you look for a move up. If you look for a bearish scenario, you look for continuation up. Or bullish. Bullish is WXY up. Bearish is diagonal, generally a deep retracement, moving close to the top and then down. So you just observe the move up. If you're late, you gotta wait. It's a bit more risky, but yeah, I mean, you're moving up. You just gotta wait for price to range. Weekly time frame. You would count this impulsive. So yeah, you're just looking for higher. Bit of an order block here probably now. But yeah, still, you still look for 4, 5. I don't know if I have any analysis anywhere actually. Oh, I have trend lines here. Wait, where? Oh, wow, okay. So probably the last time I checked this chart was the 8th of Feb. That's a long time ago. Yeah, but if price is pumping, you can't do too much. You got to wait for new ranges to form, and then on a 15, I like the 1 hour, right? At least a couple of hours, hours of sideways price action. And that is what gives the new entries. I wouldn't really, when price is pumping like that, I wouldn't really try and go into swing trades. Like I would need a weekly retracement, a weekly range before considering swing trades at such levels. Yeah. No problem, Thunderin. First of all, I haven't seen it. Second, yeah, it's always good. Of course, with regards to actual like politics, I don't know what is discussed. If everyone is respectful to everyone and whatever, then it's fine. And the moment people become more like triggered, then we wrap things up and remove everything. But I guess I wasn't there, but the mods were there, and if they allow, then it's fine. They know what's good and what's not. Do you think the wave 5 has started as low time frame? I don't like to count this as a ending diagonal if we want to end this as an impulse, because it's an expanding one, which is very rare, right? Never preferred. So if you do fall, right, then a flat A, B, C would be an option. Alternatively, W, X, Y, or triangles. But no, not a triangle. Back to 95 after 1.2. Is that Cardano you're talking about, George? Volume-based indicators. Yeah. CVD is one option. Christoph, what's up? Latest predictions. Weekly time frame, we still look for a bigger 4 and 5, right? So even if you get a bigger retracement, you're looking for a wave 4 and still another 5 up. So move up, which equally is what you're looking for on the 4-hour time frame, is to start a bigger 4 and then at least one more 5 up with the potential of multiple 4 5s, continuation. So in other words, yeah, I mean, you're still looking for up. On the 1-hour time frame, we haven't really seen any structural changes yet, but of course we are looking to end a 5 with the potential of one additional 4 5 before then having again a bit of a retracement, bigger retracement. All right, so also here we have moved up on lower volume. It's also what you want to see, of course, if you think about 3 and 5s. So yeah, but of course just very, very patient. Absolutely zero interest to short myself. I have irrelevant to go. Indian pulse count from the December 2018 low. Wait, is that the 3K one? Yeah. Does the wave 5 target have an important relevance? I'm not looking at this to be, well, I mean, it depends on the scenario, but this is monthly time frame. You are maybe counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Does the wave 5 targets have an important relevance compared to the local weekly wave 5 targets? Of course, I earlier quickly mentioned how to calculate wave 5 targets, but let me put it on the chart. So that's 98.2 minimum. So of course you're already in your 5 target. Now, of course, that this is only relevant if you actually count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1 to 1 here. Okay, never mind. So I just do this for the sake of your count, and I also show you, of course, how to get the target. 104. Okay, so anyway, every target you have is between pretty much these fibs. So yeah, 98 to 173, which is 1 second. Yeah, this desk chair has a massage function. I'm not kidding. Yeah. I bought this chair for my wife a while ago, but as we moved to France, we couldn't take the chair; it didn't fit. So now it's here in the Netherlands. Every time I'm back, it also has aircon and heating. It's ridiculous. Well, actually, I mean, actually, I didn't buy it for her, like theoretically, but she got budget. Back in the day, she used to work for a company in the financial space, and she had budget for a home office. And then I got her this chair. It was part of the budget, so the office bought it. But I put her package together. Got a chair with a heating and all this stuff. I love it though. Memory foam, good shit. Anyway. Yeah, that's your target. So, and this is similar to your 5 target. Your 5 is a little bit lower, but there's confluence. Gonna make me a sandwich and coffee. Be right back. Yeah, cheers, Skywalker. Gracias. ICS Motivation. What's up, man? Are there any guides on how to create your own CFD template? Was curious if it's possible to do on stocks as well as crypto. Well, to answer the question, yes, there is. But I'm not allowed to share it public because I'm not the creator. It's in Diamond, and it is developed by Dario. I respect it, so it's not my work, so to speak. Yeah, so, and he is in Diamond, like he did it I think a year ago, even more, maybe a year ago, he made that template. So I just got to respect that. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, I mean it's relatively like easy in a way where, of course, oh wait, if I turn these off, if you go to the CVD and you edit, of course you can change your code here. You know, that's what basically matters. Or you can change your BTC with anything else, ETH, Sol. Just play around with it, and you'll get the hang. How far into the book have you gotten? You mean, I finished Atomic Habits, mate. I'm already. Yeah, I'm currently reading Confessions of the Pricing Man. Wait, I need to see if this is on the cam here. So that's the one, Confessions of the Pricing Man, How Price Affects Everything. It's nice. I like business related books, self-development books. This is more business. The other one, of course, more self-development. It's super interesting. I almost finished it, actually. I'm at page 148, 149 out of, what are we 210. So oh, we're getting there. It's super interesting. Shortest printing. Thank you, Thunderin, by the way. Thank you, YouTube, as well. Yo, YouTube, man, the algorithm, like, I want to help more people. What is CVD doing? I think we had a bit of, like, you know, bit of bullish CVDs here. You can see on the chart, higher low, lower low, right? Higher low, lower low. Maybe this is easier for you. But I like to keep an eye on, you know, what's happening here. We had a bit of bullish CVD here, or preferably you continue market structure with bullish CVDs. Getting things done that will help with your surplus of ideas. I just finished Essentialism, and it really makes me think about saying no a lot and stop being agreeable. Yes, by the way, nice you read Essentialism, by the way. It's one of the best books I have ever read. It's so good. And it has helped me. I actually want to reread it, but I gave the book to my brother so he can read it. Not sure where he is, but yeah, it's a great book, Essentialism. But I don't know getting things done. Where's my phone? Oh wait, I'm using my phone as a light. Okay, I'll just remember. It's fine. Yeah, getting things done, or just tag me in Discord, and I'll write it down. But I'll try to remember. Yeah. Good night, Boris, and thanks again for your support, man. What's up, Max? How you doing in South Africa? What's up? Nice, summer. It was a calm discussion, but it's true it was a bit large. Okay, happens now. Wait, not feeling good, brother. Any happiness you can tell me? Oh shit. Yo, guys, anyone has a happy story or something you experienced this week that made you feel good? Write it in the chat and we can make Max's day. Yo, I was lagging for a second. Any happiness you can tell me? I mean, so in my week, of course, this is like personal stuff. Like, and any happiness. I mean, we're almost at 100K from a trading point of view, I suppose. But like when 2 days ago, I still got to upload the video on Instagram story. But 2 days ago, it snowed really like a lot in the Netherlands, and I get very happy when I see the snow falling. I don't really like all the rain, but I love snow when everything is white, and it was a big snowflakes, right? Man, it's beautiful. And I was driving as well with summer tires, which is fun. You only need two things to make a guy happy, right? Have slippery roads and a car. Yeah, it's fun. Very fun. Other than that, I mean, any experience? I mean, maybe talk like with like. I had like a mini reunion this week with people from the gaming and esports industry, but that's not making anyone happy except me. Oh, am I still live? Hi. Are we still here? Okay. Yeah. Panic. Okay. There we go. So wait, let me show you the so I'm happy I'm still here. Let me also fix this here. Do this, pop out the chat. Up. And then do that. Hopefully it doesn't fill on me again. I have no idea what it means, but 1 second. I'm gonna full screen my webcam because I have to go to WhatsApp to show you the video. So just for the privacy of all the other people, let me show you the video I took of the snow. Up, 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 up. Oh, there we go. Found it. Wait. How can I? Oh, there we go. So yeah, like it came down. I just quickly wanted to show my wife. So yeah, it was just casual. But jeez, ain't that wide, eh? So yeah. And then I just took a few more, like a few more videos when I arrived, where I had to go to the physio for my knee, for the ones that remember. And I also took one before, like before going, like, sure, it came down. Eh? You were using a lot of the RAM. That's why I need a new machine. This is going to be my backup. Yeah. Yeah. If Bitcoin hits 100K, will price immediately go up or down? I mean, yeah, generally, like this is it's just probabilities. But commonly, when you approach emotional levels, you tap them and you get a retracement. So in the AGGR channel, the TP, it's one of the first pinned comments. Oh, it's somewhere all the way up. Yeah. Thundering. I mean, I can't stick around forever. It's already 11 p.m. here in the Nederlanden. CVD for CVD on AGGR, but it's the crypto CVD, of course. Wait, which cap are we talking about? My dog just ate my Koens cap. Oh, Mark, I know. Who? Also, we have bearish wicks in there. Yeah, so as the title states, what's next? We're looking for wave 4s and wave 5, so continuation up on the higher time frames. But on the 1 hour time frame, we are looking for retracements to come. There's just not like a clear sign of weakness yet. Yeah. On-chain metrics. I haven't actually used them ever, Seriga. But then again, like it can be very useful. I just never got into that stuff. Yeah, still live, but let's see. Maybe we can catch it live now if we actually get some movement on the short term. Cheers, Max. I mean, maybe there's other people want to share something. Listening to Sadhguru. You know, it's difficult. Like, what makes other people watching happy? I guess 100K makes a lot of people happy, but I don't really know. Like, I love nature, so I love being. I really enjoy being outside, and when it's snowing, like I don't like all the wet and cold stuff. But if it's cold and it snows, yeah, I love the snow. It's beautiful. My aunt went to Lapland. What's that in English? I have no idea. Like far north, yeah, like high up in whatever, Finland, Norway, or one of those. And the pictures, yeah, it's amazing. No, really nice. She was there for a month. You're driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, Max, that's always the tough stuff, though. Relationship trouble. You know what it always is? Like, when you... So whatever happens, but... Wait, my chair and the massage stopped. Happened. Like, there's a timer on it. So, there's like nothing you can say that makes someone feel good if something ends, for example. It's like, oh yeah, there's enough fish in the sea. Yeah, fuck that. I don't care about the other fish. I just lost my fish off the hook. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like it's a time thing. So, in the beginning, there's not much someone can say to really help. It's more about time, and of course I don't know what happened, but if you broke up, I mean, like, look, everyone does whatever he or she wants to do, but one of the probably worst things you can do is get back together. It's just a waste of time, energy, and that is the moment where I would really say, just go and find someone else. But on the short term, yeah, it just takes time. Hurts, lonely, like 2.5 years. Oh, I remember I had one of 2.5 years back in the day as well, and we broke up. But I kind of like, we kind of saw it coming in a way. But look, I'm not a relationship expert. I just know, like, you want to, so I this is what, like, focus on things you can control. And if there's probably a good reason it didn't work out, whatever it came from first and all that stuff is irrelevant. There's just no, there's apparently something that was stronger to not continue than to continue. So, focus on your own health, on your own like study, work, trading. Keep yourself nice and busy, and you're gonna look back on some learnings, what went right, what went wrong, and as time passes, you will not forget, because you won't, but it's going to be just a good memory. Was fun, learn some stuff, and now looking for the next one. And then the moment like you have your future girlfriend or whatever, you'll probably be even happier. Like, you know, it just because you learned something, and you're gonna implement it. No? It's just shit in the beginning. I mean, everyone knows. Yeah, but there's not really something else that you can that I can say, or anyone in chat. It just takes time. But yeah, I would focus on you as a person, and your hobbies, your friends. You know, develop yourself. Cheers, Thunderin. Have a good one, man. I wish I could like the stream twice because of the added value with the relationship advice. And Max, hanging out in stream chat can make you happy as well. Should I use log charts and fib levels or keep them linear? Log charts are recommended when you chart on a chart. This is very great explanation. So log chart is interesting when you're analyzing an asset that has moved hundreds of the percent in the area that you're charting. So if you're analyzing Bitcoin from 15 to 90K or like 100K, use log, right? Recommended. That's on a weekly time frame or zoomed out daily. But if you're on an alt and that alt has moved 150, 200% in the past hour, you also use log. So it's not necessarily time frame dependent. It's just the moment the window of analysis covers a couple of hundreds of percent, like 150, 200, 200 plus percent moves, you want to use log. So your fibs will be on log as well as your charts on log. Now, what I recommend is to when you make your fib templates, always put your templates on fib levels based on log skill. Because the moment I turn off log on my chart, blue button here, the moment I turn it off, I go to settings again. You can see it's checked, but I can't uncheck it. It's not relevant anymore. On the linear chart, it kind of like automatically removes your log skill from the fib. So you don't have to turn it on and off all the time when you go to a log chart, linear chart, log chart, linear chart. So, yeah. Mark. Cheers, Max. Just, like weekend is coming. As difficult as it sounds, enjoy the weekend. Don't sit in a room, right, and look at old pictures on your phone and all that stuff. Go out there, go do something with your friends, go karting, like it's summer in South Africa. Go to the beach, get your board out, go surfing. Like, keep busy, right? Keep busy, do stuff. Go for a hike, go for a run. Yeah. Mark, yeah, true. Everything goes in waves, man. Like Ashley is, which is my wife, by the way, for the ones that don't know her. She's the best thing that happened to me. Period. But of course, before I met Ash, I had girlfriends. Like, of course, like I was a lot younger, and you learn something, and then eventually you get in touch. You also learn what you're looking for, what you're not looking for. So your foundation is a lot better. And now we're married. So yeah. Yoga. Yoga, meditation. I mean, what this is personal, of course, but my issue, I don't like, if during a breakup, going to yoga or meditation or that sort of practices, it makes me get into my mind. Now, of course, the benefit can be, you might be able to give it a position, as in like you think about it, you look back and you're able to like park it. But at the same time, I also want, I prefer to just keep busy and do stuff and focus on improving myself in areas, or getting out there with friends, or socialize, and just, get out there and not be in my head, but actually be out. But some people might indeed prefer to be in their head, park the stuff, think about it, and then, by the way, the reason I got the 886 on the chart is if it gets touched, probabilities are very high to take this high here on a shorter term. Yoga and surf. Yes, I like surfing. Surfing is great. Taking the pup for a run. Yeah, cheers. Okay, everyone. Look, I don't know what the chart is going to do, but staying here for the whole night is not going to get us any closer to 100K, I'm afraid. We know the probabilities. We know what we are looking for. On a weekly time frame, bullish. But of course, we are looking for a bigger wave 4 to start, and then a wave 5. On the 4-hour time frame, same thing. No? I mean, and daily 4 hours, it's the same. But we're also looking for 4 and 5. So a retracement for 4 and all that stuff is perfectly fine. And on the 1-hour time frame, I remember typical impulsive structure. We are looking for an impulse to end and a bit of a deeper, just a retracement. Now the weekend is coming. The weekend is generally a sideways ranging structure. Previous weekend price was, what was the weekend? Oh yeah, here. So it's all probabilities, but generally probabilities are higher for price to move sideways. So be aware. Tomorrow I am not sure. Like weekend is always content wise is random because of all like stuff happening. So in the morning and early afternoon I'm in Eindhoven shopping with my brother and his girlfriend, and then later that day I'm with friends. And then on Saturday, I do still have, I think, an opportunity in the morning to do something, but there's an option for me to visit a friend that has his birthday, but he lives on the other side of the country. And then I have another birthday in the afternoon. Might be back in the evening, but yeah, I'll keep you up to date on Discord. Weekend is always random. We already hit 100K on CME. Interesting. I wonder if there's a crypto chart that touched it though. But yeah. Also true, TP. Yeah, I mean, look, there's probably a lot of people here that are more experienced in life than I am. Yeah, I'm only 32 in a way, but yeah. Only, who knows? Oh, Adam pops in. Yo, Adam, we were just closing, man. Welcome. Yo, Adam, I hope you're doing good with your finger. And it's ending. I know. I'm sorry. We've been live. How long have we been live for? 220. Pretty good. Chat revenue $2. Okay. Yo, Adam, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, man. Thanks for popping in. Hopefully your finger is doing good, yo. Adam, everyone cut his finger badly last week. So, yo, everyone, make sure you trade safe. You know what we're looking for. 100K. Very, very close. Didn't hit it during the stream. But we'll see. Weekend coming, generally ranging. We'll be keeping an eye on it. But you know the higher time frame probabilities. Weekly, 4 hour, 1 hour. And I will put the timestamps in the video as well, right? So have a wonderful day. Thank you, Odin. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Adam, for popping in shortly. Good to have you back. Good to see you here as well. So, finger looking like a wave B. I mean, there you get a short wave C and then continue recovery. Yo, Adam, speak to you in the group again. Speak to you in the group again. Okay. Woo. Okay, cheers everyone. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll be updating you about, like, if anything happens, you'll just see probably a notification or whatever of the stream going live. Whenever I have time, I'll make sure to be here. I love live streaming. We've been live for 2 hours, so I always enjoy chatting with all of you. So thanks for spending some time here with me on the Friday night. And I'll be going down, hanging with family shortly before calling it a exhausting day, actually. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here, and I will see you at the next one.